Live from the station on your side, this is WAVY News 10 today.
Good morning. It is Thursday, nearing the end of July. It's the 21st already.
Right.
Hard to believe. It is 6 o'clock and it's about 75 degrees. Yes, very humid again.
I'm not looking that far ahead. I'm thinking weekend.
Weekend.
But I'm hoping it won't rain over. We'll check in with John to see how the weekend is shaping up and how today is shaping up. But right now, this hour, got a few things we want to perk up and watch. The latest pictures from Jupiter coming up in about 25 minutes or so. A little later on Coffee Break, we'll deal with the tough problem of garbage and the mounting piles and some creative solutions to getting a handle on the situation.
But first, we go to John Cash, who's making an awful lot of noise over there in Weather Center. What are you doing, John?
I'm sorry. My machines are going wild. I mean, you know, we have the hurricane in the Pacific, the remnants of the tropical depression in North Carolina. We get weather update after weather update coming down from this thing. Flash flood watches are in effect out west for parts of Richmond, Roanoke, Stanton, Harrisonburg. Flash flood watches for Raleigh-Durham, for Charlotte, for Greensboro. But the system is far enough west to where we're not having a problem with that. We'll see some thunderstorms popping up later on in the morning hours and the afternoon, but that's about it. Okay, right now let's take a look at the 10 on your side tip for this morning. It's very tropical outside. It's cloudy in some places, other places sunny, so we'll call it partly cloudy. 76, very humid outside. Now the temperatures where we will see the sunshine will move up through the mid-80s in the morning hours, 90 by noontime, and 93 by 3 p.m. Of course, where it rains, it will stay in the 80s. I'll have more on this system coming up next.
All right, sounds good. Time to check the highways now. Don Dulio, what's going on?
Yeah, but I tell you, he uses that word tropical, gang. It's just sticky and yucky out there, boy. I tell you what, it's one of those sticky mornings. Got a little haze, got quite a bit of dew, too, with this stuff coming in. So give yourself just a little bit of burn down time. But roadways are in good shape. We've got one accident working. If you're heading up in towards Gate 4, O'Connor Crescent and First View. O'Connor Crescent and First View. I just checked on the phone back with Norfolk PD on that. There's some injuries involved in that. Understand, not too serious, but the accident, they're still working there. That's First View and O'Connor Crescent for you folks heading up in towards, that carries you right up in there towards the Gate 4. All right, 64, when I came through there, they still had a few barrels they were picking up there along 64 westbound. You know, that overnight road work up between Greenbrier and Indian River Road. They ought to have all that mopped up by now. So it was still a pretty good move, even with the right-hand lane being down. But all that should be opened up there by now as you come in from Greenbrier in towards Indian River Road, right up into the interchange. Interchange look good. Kicking into the downtown, midtown tunnels, not bad. 264 flowing into Waterside and in towards the downtown sector and in the downtown tunnel, okie dokie. We're just a little moderate now at the downtown, midtown tunnels, heading up onto the peninsula. No action activity coming in from Hampton Newport News, and state police also coming in clear, so just that one in Norfolk. There at the Monitor Merrimack, 664, that's light. James River Bridge, a little moderate to heavy, so you still have some traffic coming into the shipyard. Heading up into the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. Got a smooth move there in both directions. Just a quick reminder, number 7 inspection sticker, just not many more. July went quick, didn't it? Number 7 inspection sticker as well as July 94 decal on the license plate. Might want to take a look at the old unit before pulling out of the driveway this morning. And I'm Don Dillio, Metro Traffic Control, WAVY News 10 today.
Thank you, Don. I like your new maps.
They look pretty good, don't they?
They look pretty sharp.
I got them all over. I got ships on them, and I've got everything. We'll go through.
You got the Monitor Merrimack.
Yeah, you finally got that on there. Yes, we do. Got a nice selection. Just got them in there yesterday from Atlanta.
Thank you, Don.
Okay, bye-bye.
Seen a few. It is now 3 minutes after 6 o'clock, and checking some local news for you. A Virginia Beach family is counting its blessings this morning as a mother and daughter are left unharmed following a carjacking.
Virginia Beach police spot a suspicious man. A high-speed chase begins, followed by a crash. A mother and 5-year-old daughter were thrown from their car, but the good news is the two are okay. But the suspect is still on the loose. Police stopped their car to question the suspect, and then the man jumped back into the car and led police on a chase that ends when he hits a light pole at Diamond Springs and Wesley.
He ran up to my car and said, "This is a carjacking, get out." And I got out, and this is my baby. And he opened the door and said, "Please hurry, get her."
Beach police say the suspect in the carjacking is 26-year-old Derek Fritzinger. If you know where he can be found, call Beach police.
The mother of a 3-year-old girl who was accidentally shot in the face has been charged along with her fiancé. Police arrested and charged 31-year-old Janie Frost and 40-year-old John Edwards with felony child neglect and leaving an unsecured loaded firearm. The gun apparently discharged as the child and her older sister were playing with it. The adults have been released on a $5,000 bond. A Virginia Beach woman is accused in a bathtub drowning of her infant daughter. Tina Peters says she left her daughters alone for just 1 minute while she returned her neighbor's child she had been babysitting. But during that 1 minute, 14-month-old Ashley drowned. Peters is charged with child endangerment. Child care experts say Ashley's death is punishment enough for the 20-year-old mother. Experts also remind us, please don't leave your children unattended, especially in a bathtub.
Muslim Minister Louis Farrakhan is coming to town. The anti-violence group Hampton Roads Against Violence will sponsor the speech July 30th at Norfolk Scope. Group organizers hope Farrakhan's message to stop black-on-black violence hits home while not offending non-blacks.
If he's going to hate someone, then he should carry his hate somewhere else, because we was here to love everyone.
The purpose of our being here is that we principally stand together against crime and violence. That's the focus.
Recent Farrakhan speeches have been without violent incidents.
Lake Gaston pipeline backers hope a federal agency has heard the last from them on the water controversy. The last of 3 public hearings has been completed. Last one took place yesterday in Virginia Beach. Now the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission will take what it's heard and put together another report. The report will determine just how environmentally sound the Gaston project is, but will the report help Virginia Beach get the pipeline project rolling?
It's very difficult for me to offer any hope after over 10 years on this project, and I would have to say that this is probably the best example that I could find any place that people worry about why people are cynical about the federal government. This is the gang that couldn't shoot straight.
Congressman Owen Pickett has accused the federal establishment of gross misconduct in the way it has handled the Lake Gaston project. It is now 6 minutes after 6 o'clock, and John's got some weather to talk about.
Why don't you go ahead and
Look
grab
at
that?
this.
I'm going to show you something.
Holy moly.
This is 90 seconds worth of data.
That's all that noise that you were making before.
This is our stuff or Hawaii stuff?
This is just our stuff.
Have you read it?
No. Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Wait, but this is from July 14th? John, you're faking
What?
this out,
Okay,
man.
it's not. Now, you tell the truth. You know, yeah, it looks like we have a problem for the western sections with some flooding, I think, this afternoon. Not for our region, folks, but we'll see some rain today, some much-needed rain, the kind of rain I think you'll enjoy if you're a farmer or you want your grass to grow. Let's go to the weather map right now and show you what's happening around the area. Here you go, Carol.
Oh, I get John's trash again.
All right. Number one, if you didn't know, if you're just waking up, haven't been watching television in the past 24 hours, we had a tropical depression form off the South Carolina coast. That's basically a very weak tropical system. The wind's 30, 35 miles per hour around a very small center. Well, that system moved inland, and it's now centered around Winston-Salem right there. It's so small of a system. It has some heavy rain right around the center of it. In fact, you can see there's the center right here. You can see a little spin there. But we can see showers and thunderstorms in the western sections of our region right now. The heaviest of the rain from Raleigh, Durham to Fayetteville. This system will continue to move north and east. And notice this. You see the little showers popping up off the coast? What we're going to see today, a time sunny, and then another time we'll suddenly see a thunderstorm or a shower pop up. The best chance of this happening all day long will be out west, just west of Franklin and Williamsburg. For the peninsula in Gatesville, Surrey County, Sussex, expect just a little sunshine, lots of clouds and thunderstorms at any time, but mainly in the afternoon. And for areas near the coast, expect sunshine to partly cloudy skies this morning, and then some thunderstorms popping up this afternoon. So the idea would be some sun this morning and then thunderstorms popping up, the majority of them this afternoon. 92 on the south side and the Outer Banks, but where we'll see more clouds, expect a high only around 87. Okay, now this is Hurricane Awareness Week.
Is it really, or is it just you're doing this?
No, it's
really
really,
is.
it's actually true.
Okay.
So we want to educate the public about hurricanes. Here's a question for you. What percentage of the area, that would be the south side and peninsula, would be flooded by the ocean in a Class 1 hurricane compared to a Class 5 hurricane?
How does that
This
scale
is
go again?
extremely important for people to understand. You have Class 1, Class 2, Class 3, Class 4, Class 5. 1 is the weakest and 5 is
Okay.
the strongest. So
Alrighty.
all hurricanes are not created equal. That's the
We
hint
know that.
to this.
Ooh.
We'll talk about it coming up.
Thanks, John. It is 9 minutes after 6 o'clock, and we'll have new developments in the O.J. Simpson case to tell you about in just a moment.
Also, the latest on the Haitian refugee problem and how some local families are helping out. Hi, we're back on WAVY News 10 today. Time now 6:12. The O.J. Simpson case is taking several new turns.
Los Angeles police reportedly have determined that it would have been nearly impossible for Detective Mark Furman to have removed a bloody glove from the scene of Nicole Simpson and Ronald Goldman's murders. That according to the Los Angeles Times. Simpson's defense team is suggesting Furman removed a glove and planted it at Simpson's home. Now, yesterday it was announced, as we told you yesterday, that the former football star is offering a $500,000 reward for the arrest of the, quote, true killer of his ex-wife. In the meantime, a newspaper report says that bloodstains found in O.J. Simpson's Bronco match Simpson's blood type, but not the type of the murder victims. O.J.'s car could be a setback to the prosecution's case when it comes to the blood.
Reassurances this morning that universal health care is still what the Clinton administration wants. That despite the belief that Mr. Clinton has changed his mind.
The president has not changed at all when he says our goal is universal coverage. Every American has to have health care coverage.
Tuesday in Boston, Clinton advocated coverage, quote, somewhere in the ballpark of 95%, which is what many congressional moderates have advocated for months.
A local agency expects to welcome a family of 7 from Haiti this afternoon in Norfolk. The Refugee and Immigration Service is getting an apartment furnished for a husband, wife, 4 sons, and a daughter. Churches have donated furnishings and food, but the agency needs volunteers who speak Creole, plus others who can teach English as a second language.
Refugees are people that have suffered a tremendous sense of loss. Not only have they lost their families and their friends, but they've lost their culture. And what they need more than anything, perhaps, is a sense of hope.
If you can help out, please call the Refugee and Immigration Service office in Norfolk. WAVY News 10, in the meantime, will travel to U.S. ships off Haiti for a special assignment Haiti program. Watch for our series of reports in about a week.
Astronauts aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia also marked the silver anniversary of the first moon landing yesterday. It's the first time a shuttle has been in orbit during the occasion. The crew worked Wednesday to replace a blown fuse that's preventing them from conducting the 82nd and final experiment of their 2-week science mission.
Wow. It is now 14 after 6 o'clock. Time to get down to trivia, so let's get right to it. This Thursday morning, the question of the day, we would like to know, by executive order, what did President Truman ban from the Army back in 1948?
If you think you know, hop on the phones quickly. There are the numbers, 399-7644 and 1-800-339-3018. Caller number 10, we're waiting for you. The mug is yours.
And we are back at 17 after 6 o'clock. It is time for some sports action.
And for the next 4 days, our sports department will be watching the action at the Eastern Amateur Golf Tournament very closely. Chris Reckling joins us with yesterday's Peyton highlights. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, everybody. Here's a quick look at sports. The nation's top amateur golfers will tee it up bright and early this morning at the 38th Annual Eastern Amateur in Portsmouth. Yesterday, the stars of the future took to the greens at the Cavalier Country Club in Virginia Beach for the 47th Annual Peyton Memorial, a tournament for young men and women under the age of 24. This great event honors the late George Peyton. Troy Copaver was the runner-up in the 13 and 14-year-old division. He locked up the spot with an amazing 50-foot birdie putt and a playoff. Congratulations also to Robbie Rasmussen, Henry DeLonzo, Kirk Strawn, and Elizabeth Lepanto, all winners in their respective divisions. Well, true team loyalty is rare to find in these days of the overpriced athlete, but running back Roger Craig doesn't fit in that mold, never has, never will. Craig has made a deal with his former team, the San Francisco 49ers, to sign early next month and then immediately quit. His high-kick running style will be missed. Roger Craig will retire at the age of 34. Meanwhile, up in Chicago, the Dream Team #2 began workouts for their World Championship to be held in Toronto, Canada. Like the world has a chance against these guys, like Shaquille O'Neal, Sean Kemp, and many others. Looking forward to seeing that team playing. Also, coming up later today, Bruce Rader will be live at Carlisle, Pennsylvania at the Redskins training camp. I'm Chris Reckling. Have a great day, everybody. Now back to you guys.
All right, Chris, thank you very much.
He's excited.
Man,
Yeah,
I can't
man.
wait. Football season's just around the corner. You
Just a
guys
matter
look
of
real
days
excited.
Hey,
She's like, she has a fake smile.
I'm a
You
baseball
like
nut.
football. You don't even like football. You're a
like
baseball nut.
yeah.
I don't know football well enough to like it.
You
I
need
love
to learn.
basketball. That's
Yeah.
my thing.
You need to learn football because once you learn it,
Yeah, I need to learn it.
I'm trying to teach
Not only
Tina.
would then I'd be a widow, then my children would be a widow.
Yeah.
Widower.
Widowers.
Widowettes.
Sounds good to me.
Widlets. I don't know.
Little weenies, maybe.
Let's do Doppler radar, folks, right now. This is on the 75-mile scan and show you what's happening. Notice the thunderstorm activity, shower activity out in the western counties right now associated with the remnants of the tropical depression, which is no more. Okay, let me show you the weather watcher temperatures. And we're looking at mid to upper 70s, except John Aubrey. He's always the warm spot. Kill Devil Hills, Collington Harbor, 80 degrees currently right now. Further to the west, Burt Heath and Williamsburg, 77. Richmond Airport reporting 73 this morning. And then on the peninsula, David Kessel and Hampton at 76. We have Tony De Laurentiis in Matthews County at 74. Donna Paxson and Creeds at 78 degrees there. And on the eastern shore, Doris Galen, 76 degrees, Northampton County. Now, here's the radar in motion so we can spot where the center of this system is. And it's right there. Notice the spin, just like that, and the center is located in this area right here. Now, that will be heading northward this afternoon. Notice the thunderstorm activity ahead of it. The majority of the heaviest rain will be occurring east of that center, but west of Hampton Roads. Let me show you the exact area I'm speaking of. The low will be riding right up the Appalachian Mountains, should be around Harrisonburg at 6 o'clock, and then by 11 p.m. be up toward the Poconos. The heavy rain zone will be from Richmond to Raleigh, Durham to Washington. We'll see some heavy showers here, but no flooding. There are flash flood watches for the area out here in green and then further down to the south with the system. So the basic idea is like this. Sunshine this morning, thunderstorms developing late morning through the afternoon hours, spotty in nature. Most of them will be occurring in the western sections. The closer to the coast you get, the less you'll see. 92.4 high, except where we see more clouds, where it will be in the 80s. Now, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Sunshine in the morning, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon,
Gee,
very unstable.
This looks different, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's an easy job, man. Just put up the same thing.
I know. And by the way, the next weather segment we'll be talking about the big storm near Hawaii. Okay, your guess, what percentage of the area would be flooded by a hurricane in a Class 1 hurricane compared to a Class 5?
Wait, what percentage of the area would be flooded by the ocean?
By the ocean,
Okay.
yeah. The hurricane, of course, causes the ocean to flood the area.
All the way out to Suffolk if it's Class
Are we
5,
supposed to
right?
do percentage?
Yes. In a Class 1, what percentage of the area?
Of which
Just
area?
generally.
Hampton Roads?
Just the Hampton Roads area, general.
I don't know, Class 1, 20%.
Okay, let me go ahead and give it to
The
you.
other
We're
one,
running out
100%.
of time.
I don't know.
Okay, this is very important, guys. Seriously. Class 1 would be less than 1%.
Okay.
Would be not much of anything. Class 5 would be up to 70%. So there's a gigantic difference
lot of
between
people.
storms. So remember when the big ones come to
Listen to John.
and- yeah. Happy birthday to Lavonda Flood, coming in at 13 years old from Churchland Junior High School. Happy birthday. Ernest Bailey, 9 years old from Waverly, Surrey Little League player. Happy birthday. Shantae Cook, 9 years old from Suffolk, 4th grader, Booker T. Washington School. Phyllis Bush at 39 years old. Happy birthday from Virginia Beach. Loves her grandson, and vice versa. Mary Leon at 7 years old from Smithfield. Loves playing the piano. Jeff Barnett, 16 years old, goes to Currituck County High School. Danita Brown at 2 years old from Deidron, Virginia. Christopher Williams coming in at 2 years old from Gloucester. Loves Barney. Amber Johnson, 4 years old from Sedley, Virginia. Loves Barney. Courtney Moon, 5 years old from Hampton. Loves bikes. Got you. Marie Red coming in 58 years old.
I bet she loves Barney, too.
She does, probably.
And so does Marie.
Yeah. She loves Tommy, okay? Marie, happy birthday. Okay, Tina Bailey, 5 years old from Surrey County. Happy birthday from your whole family. Florine Brown, 63 years old from Chesapeake, loves church. Carolyn Noble, 36 years old from Edenton, North Carolina. Antonio Brown, 10 years old from Portsmouth. Robert Clifford, 11 years old from Williamsburg, 6th grade student, upcoming. Allure Hamlin, 43 years old, loves the Skins. Yeah, good character trait. Carl Parson, 5 years old from Isle of Wight County. And last, the Skinner, 14 years old from Norfolk. Do we have that one?
Oh, maybe we can get it tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
But loves to read.
All
Happy
right.
birthday.
That sounds good.
Now it's, let's see, who's next?
Don DeLeo.
Oh, yeah, Don.
That guy
That
over in
guy.
Metro traffic.
Doesn't anybody like your brother Alfred E. Newman anymore? I mean,
My who, what?
Oh.
Huh?
you know, remember Alfred E. Newman. Newman. What me worry? You know the guy in the old. Remember the guy in the Mad Magazine?
Mad Magazine.
See, now, see.
The one with the ears.
I'm too
Yeah.
young.
No,
for that.
you're not.
You're not
I don't
too young.
remember that.
It's still going on.
Oh, is it?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, checking in this morning. We're not in too bad a shape this morning. Got a little bit of dew, but the rain's kind of staying away from us at least for a while. So that's keeping the accidents down. Everybody out there doing a pretty good job. One accident, I'll get to that in just a minute. Let's take you on out. If you're coming up from the ocean front or heading out to the beach, heading into Oceana, not in too bad a shape. We got beach police coming in, accident clear, so no accident activity up there around Oceana, 44, the boulevard. Up around Great Neck, First Colonial, no problems coming on down 44 to the beach or heading in towards 264. Out around the bay, see the top arrow, we do have one accident working First View and O'Connor Crescent. Now, we had Norfolk PD with injuries there, so if you're looping on into Gate 4, First View and O'Connor Crescent, 64-5, 64 transition, not too bad this morning. A little tight coming in from up around Tidewater Drive into Ward's Corner, picking up 64 in there up around the interchange, coming on in from Greenbrier Battlefield, right up in towards the airport, Northampton Boulevard. You got a smooth move there. Up around the downtown, midtown tunnels, not too bad. A little hazy, but the downtown, little tiny bit of stack up on the Norfolk side, the Portsmouth, midtown tunnel holding in nicely, making a sweep up on the Peninsula, James River Bridge, Monitor Merrimack, okie dokie, no problems at the Hampton Roads Bridge tunnel. No schedule opening so far at the Coleman Bridge, but a little bit on the heavy side. And I'm Don DeLeo, Metro Traffic Control. WAVY News 10 today.
Thanks, Don.
We'll check it out. Not too bad out there. We'll be back in a few.
Sounds good. All right. It is now 6:25, and when WAVY News 10 today continues, we'll take you up, up, and away.
Great pictures from Jupiter as large comets crash into its surface.
Welcome back this Thursday morning. It is 6:28, about 75 degrees, and the bombardment of Jupiter continues.
3 big fragments from the Shoemaker-Levy 9 comet are supposed to strike Jupiter in roughly the same spot over a 20-hour period. A South African astronomer who viewed the first of the 3 impacts Wednesday said the resulting explosion was a big one, a very big one in his words. Pieces of the comet began striking Jupiter on Saturday, producing spectacular explosions that have given the huge planet several black eyes the size of Earth. The barrage ends Friday. Friday. It's exciting stuff.
Stuff we haven't seen before, that's for sure.
Yeah. 6:28 right now, and take a break, and we will be back with some news and weather for you.
Also, Don DeLeo will make sure that your commute into work or wherever you're going is as smooth as possible.
Here are yesterday's winning lottery numbers.